Hi all, in this PPT you are going to see how to convert a context-free grammar to PDA. Before going into the problem, we see why we convert a context-free grammar to PDA. We know that the context-free grammar and push-down automaton both recognizes the same language known as context-free languages. In order to prove it theoretically, now we'll solve the problem, that is by converting the context-free grammar to PDA and the vice versa. That is given a PDA, converting that into an equivalent context-free grammar. In this slide, you're going to see how to convert a given context-free grammar to PDA. So input for this algorithm is a context-free grammar and the output is a PDA with single state. For any input context-free grammar, always the PDA will contain only a single state. And this PDA will accept the language by empty stack. We know that there are two types of PDA. One PDA will be accepting a given language by reaching the accepting state, and the other will be accepting the given string or a language by emptying the stack. By default, the PDA that is constructed by this method accepts the language by empty stack. So here there is only two steps for it. So we know that context-free grammar is made up of a non-terminal and a terminal symbol. So for example, you consider that the grammar consists of the production S tends to A, B, S slash A slash capital A. So in this given production, the non-terminal symbols are S, A, and the terminal symbols are small b and small a. So now for every non-terminal symbol, you have to write a transition function as shown below. Q comma. So here according to the algorithm, always the PDA will contain a single state and that state is named as Q. So here epsilon means that we don't scan any input symbol. Since it is a non-terminal symbol, non-terminal symbols will no longer be the part of the input string. So there we place epsilon and the non-terminal symbol S. S in the given production as shown here. Now this non-terminal symbol S consists of three options, A, small b, S, small a, A. So for each option we have written like this. Simply we are copying the symbols or the options given in the body of the productions. Similarly, for every terminal symbol present in the given grammar, say here the terminal symbols, we know that always symbols other than the capital letters are considered as terminal symbol. So here in this example, the small a and small b are the terminal symbols. So for every terminal symbol, you have to repeat like this. So from this, it is understood that if the input contains the symbol small a, and if the top of the stack is A, then you have to pop the same from the stack. So for this only they have written like this. Since here there are two terminal symbols, we have repeated the same for every terminal symbol present in the grammar. So for example, we'll consider this context-free grammar. Now we'll see how to convert this context-free grammar into PDA. First, we'll analyze this grammar. So here it consists of two non-terminal symbols, A, S and A, and the terminal symbols 0 and 1. So now the first step is for every non-terminal symbol or the variable present in the grammar, you have to write the production like this. So here epsilon, I'm repeating, here epsilon indicates that the non-terminal symbols will no longer will be the part of the input string. So we have written epsilon, and by default according to the algorithm, the PDA consists of only a single state, say a small q. So for these every options we have written here as shown in the we have copied the options as such, and we have included the state q. So if you want to rename the state, you can rename it, but it must always contain a single state. And for the next non-terminal symbol, say A, we have written as such. So after completing for every non-terminal symbol present in the grammar, now we have to do the procedure for the terminal symbols present here as shown here. So here the terminal symbols are 0 and 1. So 0 comma 0, it means that 0 in the input string 0 in the top of the stack. Then you have to perform, epsilon indicates that you are performing pop operations. So that's it. So now consolidating and writing the 7 components as here. So here this is this is the final answer. Here PDA-P is equal to the set of states. So here we know that according to this method, always the PDA constructed will have only one state, say it as Q. So this is the set of state. The set of input symbols, always it should be made up of terminal symbols. So here in this grammar, the terminal symbols are small 0 and 1. So set of input symbol. The stack symbols can be variables and terminals. So in this grammar, the variables or non-terminals are S and A, and the terminal symbols are 0 and 1. So then transition function, here only one state is there. We call that as the starting state and the bottom of the stack. So while converting CFG to PDA, always the starting symbol of the grammar will be the top of the stack. So yes, which is nothing but the starting symbol of the grammar will be the bottom of the stack. So now this is your final answer. This is the PDA that is constructed from the context-free grammar. So from this, the rule inferred is given here. Let G is equal to VTQS, be a context-free grammar. From that, we are going to construct a PDA-P that accepts the language L of G by empty stack. So here this PDA, since this PDA accepts by empty stack, it is not necessary to have the 7th component, which is nothing but the set of accepting state. So Q, which is nothing but the single state obtained from this conversion. T, terminal of the context-free grammar. V union T indicates that the set of stack symbols are nothing but the collections of or the set of variables and terminals present in the given grammar. Then the transition function, then followed by the starting state. Here, since we have only one state, the starting state, and the remaining states will be the same. Say it as Q. And S, which is nothing but the starting state of the grammar, will be the bottom of the stack. So here transition function is defined as such. So here the main concept is that we know that when we want to expand a non-terminal symbol, the non-terminal symbols will be expanded by its expansion present in the body of the production. So it means that it is understood that for every non-terminal symbol, say A, it is going to be replaced with Q comma beta, where A tends to beta as the production of the grammar, and for every terminal symbol we will repeat as such. So thus we have seen how to convert a context-free grammar to PDA. And homework is this. Kindly solve this and upload the solution in the Google Classroom.